How to multiply matrices. Matrix multiplication is a fundamental topic. It is an essential concept to master in order to do well in your SPM exam. In the exam, the question will come up such that you will need to perform matrix multiplication in order to find the value of the variable x. Here's another example of the question, but really, matrix multiplication is so fundamental. You will need to have zero hesitation when multiplying matrices before we proceed to understand how to solve more complex problems involving matrices. So, what is matrix multiplication? One thing I always emphasize is that addition or subtraction is totally different with multiplication or division. To solve the equation on the top, we will need to add the two matrices together. This is not matrix multiplication. To solve the equation on the bottom, we will need to perform matrix multiplication. In case you are still confused, to add two matrices together, we add its corresponding elements. 3 add with 5, 2 add with -2, -1 add with 1, 4 add with 0. But matrix multiplication has the completely different steps. Just to reiterate again, the equation at the top is not matrix multiplication, it's subtraction. The equation at the bottom is matrix multiplication. To be precise, it involves the concept of inverse matrix, which I will make another video to cover this topic. Back to matrix multiplication. Sometimes, two matrices can be multiplied. Sometimes, they can be multiplied. To determine that, we will need to write down the order of both matrices. The matrix on the left have the order of 2 times 2. This means that it has 2 rows and 2 columns. The matrix on the right have the order of 2 times 3. Means that it has 2 rows and 3 columns. The good news is, the two matrices can be multiplied in this case. This is because, as highlighted in red, they have the same number 2. Hypothetically, if we swap the position of the two matrices, now, because 3 is not equal to 2, these two matrices cannot be multiplied. Think about it. It is interesting that although the value of the matrices is the same, but because we swap the position of the matrices, they can't be multiplied. Let's swap the two matrices back to their original position. We know that they can be multiplied, but what is the order of the matrix produced after the multiplication? The matrix produced has the order of 2 times 3. Before we actually multiply them, I highly encourage you to identify the order of the matrix produced, just like what we did. Because the actual steps of matrix multiplication can be confusing sometimes. So, by drawing the shape of the matrix produced, there's just one less thing to worry. It helped tremendously, trust me. Now, we can actually start to multiply two matrices. We will use the matrix on the left row by row. And we will use the matrix on the right column by column. 3 times 5 plus 2 times 1. Then, we proceed to the second column. 3 times -2 plus 2 times 0. Finally, the last column. 3 times 3 plus 2 times 4. After we have completed the first row, we will no longer use the values in the first row, because we already used the first row given to calculate the value of the first row of the matrix produced. Now, we will use the second row given to calculate the second row of the matrix produced. Negative 1 times 5 plus 4 times 1. Negative 1 times negative 2 plus 4 times 0. Negative 1 times 3 plus 4 times 4. So, this is how you do matrix multiplication. For me, the trick is to understand that we use the matrix on the left row by row, and we use the matrix on the right column by column. All the values of the row will be used to multiply all the values in the column. We will just repeat until there's no more rows left. To recap, we start by asking ourselves, is this matrix multiplication or is it addition or subtraction? Then we write the order of both matrices, and if they can be multiplied, we draw the shape of the matrix produced. Lastly, we multiply them until there's no more rows left. Now, I believe you have solid understanding on how to multiply two matrices. You can go on and try the SPM past year question that I've shown in the beginning of this video. But matrix multiplication is actually just an introduction to another type of the more popular question in SPM that looks like this. In the next video, I will teach you how to find x and y value by using matrix method. Let me know in the comment section if this video is helpful, or if you have suggestion on how I can make this video better. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your exams.